Good evening, rock and rollers. Anyway, like on the scene of Hunt for Red October, where Alec Baldwin, a young Alec Baldwin, will go to Sean Connery and goes, yeah, well, I wrote this book and it's based on this other admiral's, book about, whatever tactical maneuvers by Russian submarine commanders, and Sean Connery goes, oh, I know this book. Oh, his assumptions were all wrong. Okay? All right, listen to me carefully. Like when the Borg act like CJ and like you go, Allison and me, well, we don't want anything to do with you anymore. You know? And of course, this has nothing to do with Allison. Allison's sweet. I love Allison. But look, it's like, so how has that fucking changed since April 19th, 1968? You think I mean, you don't want anything to do? Well, yeah. Who the fuck cares? You never have in your whole fucking life. What the fuck do I give a fuck? And it's just fucking ridiculous. And you probably told these fucking shrinks that you I fucking give a fuck. Okay, listen. Listen to me. All right? I don't give a fuck, man. I mean, you're a fucking good guy. Whatever, right? I like you just fine, right? But don't act like, I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. I mean, Jesus Christ. You understand what I'm saying? I don't hate you. All right? I like you just fine. But if you don't want to see me, how is that different from any other fucking day of my life? All right? I don't get, what the fuck, right? So anyway, that has absolutely no effect on me. Dad, like saying, get the fuck out, I don't want to see you again. Well, yeah, it's the same kind of situation. What the fuck do I care? I go to see Dad out of an obligation just because something has been put in me that gives me an obligation to go see him. But no, I fucking don't like him. I like CJ, but I don't. If he don't want to see me, he doesn't want to see me. It's not like that hurts my feelings. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I like CJ just fine, but it would be like somebody like, just like a neighbor that would just say, hey, you know what? I don't want to see you anymore. And you'd just be like, okay. So, I mean, I don't give a shit. As far as like mom goes, fuck her. Fuck her. I don't care about her. You don't have the relationship that I have with her. And my relationship with her sucks. Let me tell you something. When I would go home I would ride my bike home from school. And it usually would be Gar and Tyler and me. And I would do anything I could to go over to Gar and Tyler's house because I just fucking hated my house. And Mom is a fucking asshole. She never should have had children. All right, Dad says to us as kids all the time, I never wanted to have you kids. And, it was your mother that freaked out and said that she had to have them. And so that's why I had them. And, he'd always say, I paid for that house in Boca Raton. Just a little kid. Yeah, of course, I'm the one that sticks up for CJ. And then I get the fuck beat out of me all the time. Let me tell you something. All right? I got slammed down on the goddamn driveway. I remember like it was fucking yesterday. Because of the crazy wheel that I left out there. And then the next day, I couldn't move my legs in bed, and I screamed for a fucking hour. And CJ, you cock-sucking fucking milquetoast piece of shit. You heard me, you fuck. And it's like, oh, don't be so mad at CJ. Fuck you. And let me tell you something. You heard me. You didn't come because you're a fucking asshole. And Mom's fucking bedroom is on the entire side of the other goddamn house. So she didn't fucking hear it for another hour. You know, you're like fucking 5 years old. How old was I? 4? 5? And I can't fucking move my legs. Okay? And then instead of Mom taking me to the fucking hospital, she has Dr. Beckett and what, 3 or 4 fucking nurses? And all these other doctors come into my fucking bed. You know, and eventually I can move my fucking legs, what, the next day or whatever the fuck it was? Barely. My hip still fucking has to be popped every morning. So fuck all of you. And give me my fucking money so you can go fucking away. Don't you fucking get this? You're like, oh, well, fuck. They're like, we don't want to have anything to do with you, Cam. When have you ever wanted to have anything to do with me? You're just a bunch of fuck-ups. You use me because of my fucking personality and my fucking popularity, because of that I learned at Camp Highlander and guys I played sports with and my fraternity brothers. But as far as you three, okay, you didn't teach me anything. Mom, Dad, fuck you. CJ, you're okay in my book. I'm pissed off at you for not fucking coming when I was paralyzed. I admit it. But you know what? You were just a kid too. So you're okay in my book. But like if you say to me, I mean, CJ, do you hear me saying to you, hey, CJ, I don't want to have anything to do with you ever again. No, because, see, I don't say stuff like that because it's fucking moronic. Only a moron would say something like that to his brother. Right, but you say it to me thinking, oh, it's going to, like, affect me. It affects nothing. Jesus, fuck. It's like, if anybody has, like, I think I got some, like, I have some inferiority complex toward my brother. Jesus, fuck Christ. Guys, wake up, man. Wake the fuck up. Ask Keith Lytle. He was the damn safety. Jesus Christ, man. Ask Keith if he wasn't in my grade. He wasn't in CJ's grade. He was in between. Ask Keith if he had to choose between having 2 Cam Fergusons on the corners or 2 CJ Fergusons on the corners. Who would he choose? Ask him. Fuck, ask anybody on that football team. Shit, there's a picture of Jeff Barney. There's a picture, I think I saw it at Jeff Barney's house, where like Keith and me are already breaking for the ball. We're already in a full sprint toward the ball. And CJ's still backpedaling. I mean, come on, guys. Like I said, I don't want to, it's not like I'm ripping CJ. I'm just saying that's just how it was, man. I mean, fuck. And I'll never forgive Mom. Never, ever in my life will I forgive her. When I get kicked out of Boga Academy and I'm fucking at Boga High playing basketball, coming back from my knee injury, and my knee fucking, of course, blows apart. And I remember I barely made it fucking home. I was in so much pain, and I had to fucking lay in CJ's bedroom. CJ was off in college then. She goes home and just fucking rips me a new, screaming. I mean, can you imagine my son Matt hurting his knee and then having enough balls to fucking play sports again? And then you know what? Because it's rough out there playing, in Boca. I mean, for God's sakes, man. The biggest school as that was, a big public school, playing basketball again, and then your knee goes out. You know how rough that is? And your knee goes out on you. It hurts like fuck. And you have me come home and scream at him and go bananas on him when he's sitting there. Fuck you. You ignorant fuck. Fuck you. And give me back my fucking money. And get the fuck out of my life. I hate your fucking guts. CJ, you're okay. And if Dad's watching this, fuck you, Dad.